following this coast-to-coast storm. The reason why the wind impact is such a huge part of this storm, especially into comparison to the last storms that we've had over the last 3 weeks or so, is that we have a big ridge of high pressure. That Arctic high is building in from Canada, and it's butting up against the storm and kind of following it as it moves from west to east. And that's going to create a huge pressure change. And when the pressure changes, the wind jacks up. So again, no one can really hide from the wind. It is going to be an issue for the Northwest, the Northern Plains, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast. Now, folks that live across the South, this is brand new. So wake up, take a look at your screen. Tomorrow, they have added a low potential for severe weather. This is not a shocker. We have a huge swing in our temperatures. In response to that, we're going to have instability that is building. So right now, we have a level 1 threat for damaging wind gusts. That is not the same type of wind that we just talked about. So we just talked about a gradient wind, the wide-scale wind being produced by the storm itself. This would be for thunderstorms that are latching onto strong winds aloft and rushing them down to the ground. So an isolated wind gust created by a severe thunderstorm.
Man, I'm telling you what, with these winds comes the chance for some crosswinds. Many of you traveling these interstates all across the Northwest to the Pacific Northwest, you will be dealing with some strong winds. We go through timing through the afternoon. This will bring rain up into the plains, and you'll notice still some snow behind that for the higher elevations. We're not done with this just yet. We'll be talking about how this affects most of the West and the East Coast as well. So let's break this down and what we can expect across portions of the Midwest, the Northeast, the Tennessee Valley. We talked about the chance for those severe storms over portions of the Tennessee Valley. Then you talk about the Northeast. Yeah, you're going to be dealing with some rain as well. Get ready for that on Friday. As we take a look at some video coming in and also some shots from Iowa, well, guess what? A lot of you who dealt with snow will be dealing with the loss of the snow. We got some warmer temperatures, and we also have some rain in the mix, so that's going to get rid of some of the snow down on the ground. Back to the wind advisories, I want to highlight, because this takes us all the way through Thursday. They do include the plains. Today, you're looking at about a dozen states that will be dealing with wind gusts to 60, 70, and even 80 miles per hour. We will watch those also include the chance for fire. We want to bring this up before we go to the Midwest because this is important information. Colorado, you're dealing with high fire wind, and that wind is a crosswind. It's perpendicular. We have windstorms that could be a major concern. Relative humidity goes down, and where does that go next? To the Midwest. Now, the Midwest will be dealing with wind gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour. Northern side of this, winter storm watch for the snow. The snow is going to be a concern from North Dakota into Minnesota. South of there, we've got rain. Now, the rain will add up, erase some of the snow, and the snow that is on the ground and falling will be blowing around. That will bring visibility down. So not only will you have crosswinds, you will have blowing snow. That's a concern because how many of us are traveling for the holiday? We're in Hanukkah right now. We're getting ready for Christmas. A lot of us have ordered goods, and they are going from coast to coast, Britt, and a lot of these interstates will be dealing with strong winds. As we watch the upper level low move across the northern tier, here comes the front. And remember those storms we were talking about across the south for Texas, Louisiana? All of that moisture continues to get fed up into the Midwest come Thursday. So today through tomorrow, that's the moisture, the warmer air that's going to lead to rain. Here comes the front, and along the front, you could see a few isolated storms. On the back side of that, you've got the wind and the snow. While it's not a lot of snow, it's going to be a concern for the roads. Now, look at the rain picking up Friday. Friday morning, it moves through the Ohio River Valley. From the Ohio River Valley, it moves to the eastern seaboard. What are the impacts? Well, we talked about those strong, gusty winds. We've got those strong, gusty winds for crosswinds. Then the rain picks up a place like Chicago. You've been dealing with snow. Well, guess what? You're going to be dealing with rain this round. And if there's anything behind that, a couple of light flurries. This is going to be a major impact for airports across the Midwest and the Northeast beginning tonight through tomorrow. Detroit could be dealing with delays due to weather. This is all weather related. Thursday, look at Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis. It doesn't stop there. You take this all the way to places across portions of, say, Indiana, in through St. Louis. This is going to have a major trickle-down effect for the rest of the country. Come Friday, as the storm moves to the east, you will see more in the way of delays across the upper Midwest and into the Ohio Valley. It doesn't stop there. Saturday, you can still see some delays left over through portions of the Great Lakes as well. As far as the East Coast is concerned, here we go. We watch as the storm moves, and it will extend from the northeast down to the southeast. Strong southerly flow ahead of this brings in warmer conditions, so temperatures aren't going to be all that cold, and it is going to be a rain event for most major cities along the I-95 corridor. Sometimes we're hoping for snow, but this is all rain. And now take a look at Thursday. Wind gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour, Indianapolis, Boston, New York, D.C. I guarantee you that's going to slow you down at the airports as well. The crosswinds and the setup for the runways that we have here, it's going to cause some major delays as early as Thursday and into Friday. If this is your airport or your hub, or some of these planes are coming from these locations, that's going to affect you. So check your airline, download the app, and you've got your places where you can take a look at all that's going on with where the planes are coming from. It will tell you where those flights are coming from, and if they're coming from one of these areas affected, then you'll be watching for that closely.